Hi guys, Andreas Sonic Mainliner, and there is another competition. So, it was like a good opportunity to do another video. It took me a little while, and there's a good reason for that, and I will get to it in a bit. So, it's Diana's Embrace the Weirdness competition, and she asked us two things basically. So, one is show 3 albums that have really terrible covers, or funny covers, or whatever the case may be. And then 3 songs that are really funny titles, or funny titles basically, and things like that. Now, the first bit is relatively easy. It's quite fine. The second bit, I will come to it anyway in a bit. Never mind. Let's start off with the terrible, funny, or whatever, covers. That was very easy actually, and one of the worst album covers ever. It's still to this day just, it put me off for many years from listening to this album. I still find it terrible, and it makes no sense, and I hate it, and it's this one. It's Steve Village's Fish Rising. It's just, I don't know, I mean, it was the 70s, I get it, people did a lot of drugs back then, and, maybe this made sense, or it was sort of funny if you were, under the influence of some hallucinogenic drug of some sort, but being straight and basically on caffeine, this looks just terrible. I can't help it. I mean, it feels like this is a smelly cover. It doesn't make any sense, for fuck's sake. It has fish. What the hell? It's terrible. I don't know. I hate it. It's just the probably one of the worst covers ever. I mean, I'm pretty sure it didn't help sales at all. I'm pretty sure. Next one is an equally bad, but for completely different reasons, bad album cover. So this is a recent reissue of a Private Press sort of jazz, spiritual jazz kind of album. It's this one, Paris Smith Quintet and Thought Seeds. And look at this. I mean, if you look at it from far behind, it looks like, I don't know, I don't know, it might even look alright. The closer up you go, it just looks, look at that, who drew that? My guess is that it's either Paris Smith, this dude, he was like, you know what, I'm a talented musician, I can do drawings as well, I will do the cover myself, it's like, I can do it. Everybody else in the band was like, you know what, it's a quintet, there's another 3 people. Like, dude, you're sure, we can pay somebody to do it? It's like, no, I got it, I handle the music, trust me, I can do the art. And, this came up. Or he had the hots for a chick that was like, oh yeah, I can do the art for you, and he was like, yeah baby, oh yeah baby, I can you'll do the art, yeah. And then she was like, yeah, we'll do an angel. It's like, very spiritual. It's like, she came up with that. Yeah. Anyway, I hope that if that second story sort of, was true, I hope he got laid, and I hope that chick was like really good looking, because this cover is just horrible. Anyway, and the third one, this is another one, because it's just one of those album covers that make no sense, and it's just doesn't, no words. It's this one. So this is this self-titled album from a band called Troller. They're from the US. I don't remember exactly which part of the US they are. I want to say Austin, but don't know. Can't remember. Anyway, they're a US band. They're called Troller, and they play sort of dark electronic ambient music and that kind of thing. And this is what they chose for the cover. A dude in his underwear from the 80s, I would presume, holding onto an axe and looking like a little bit like, oh yeah, you know, baby. Which has nothing to do with the music whatsoever. This is a brilliant album. All these 3 albums, by the way, are really good. But you know, if you're flipping through, you know, records on in your record store and you see this and you're gonna be like, what the fuck is this? Is this like a metal album? Is it like, you know, thrash, you know, Bay Area 1985 kind of thing going on? No, it has nothing to do with it, and it's actually a really good album, but the cover is just like, I have no idea what they were thinking about. I have no idea what the point was, but yeah, there you go, Troller. Now, with 3 songs, funny songs, I had a bit of trouble with that because basically I don't remember song names. I listen to albums and I don't necessarily remember the song names. As Roger said, it's like, oh, you know, there's songs have names. They have titles, what the hell. I'm pretty much of the same sort of you know, mentality. I remember album names, I remember band names sometimes, musicians' names sometimes as well, but song titles, I mean, that's very rare for me. However, I do have a few that I think are really funny. I find them funny anyway. One of them I don't have to show you because I have my copy is back home, and you know, it's Ministry from I don't remember what the actual title of the album is because it has like Greek letters. It's like Kefali, Psi Theta. It's like Psalm 69, I think, is the English sort of version of it. And it's Jesus Built My Hot Rod, which is like an amazing song, and it's it has guest vocals from the Butthole Surfers vocalist, which is amazing. The second one, which I always found funny, is which I do have it, but I forgot to pull it out. Sorry. It's the Smiths, Vicar in the Tutu, which I always find very amusing. It's an amusing song as well. It's one of the lighter sort of Smiths songs. And the last one, which is not really a funny title, but it's a really funny song, and I actually have, you know, a physical album to show. I had a previous one as well, but yeah, it's like it's in a box set. It's like, never mind. It's from these guys, and it's Pablo Picasso, because Pablo Picasso as a song title is not very funny, I agree, but it's a really funny song, and it sort of gives you, it sort of works really well, and it's really amusing. I don't know if you've heard it, you probably have, like, you know, some people, some guys try to pick up girls and get called an asshole. It's never happened to Pablo Picasso, and you know, it's sort of yeah, it sort of blends with this kind of teenage you know, angst that this record just, you know, oozes basically, and this sort of I wouldn't say naivety, but you know, it's sort of a very pure kind of feeling that comes out, and yeah. And anyway, that's it. I guess that I didn't really do it because I got 50% right, but anyway, I wanted to you know, get on your competition, and you know, as I said, you know, competition, it's a good opportunity to, you know, get some videos going and you know, see some interesting responses. Hope mine was an interesting one, and yeah, I would be seeing you around, I guess. Cheers.